Welcome back to Project 365, Day 365. And I've been able to create over 380 total edits, including commissions, throughout the entire year of 2021. At the beginning of 2021, it was awful. I was struggling with everything. I wasn't eating as well. I wasn't working out. I wasn't taking pictures or doing videos because I was being quarantined. Due to that, I ended up creating a project called Project 365. Because with quarantine, I couldn't go out and make videos with my friends. So as a substitute, I created an edit every single day in Photoshop for the whole year and posted on Instagram and TikTok. I don't think I would have started it without quarantine because it was such a hard project to start because I'd not only have to go out, shoot, come up with the idea, but then I also have to come back and take a couple extra hours to actually learn how to do the edit, and that would be my day. I had to come up with a way to make it go faster and also learn quicker. And for me, that was using stock images. Because it was just not probable for me every single day to go on a photo shoot. It just wasn't gonna happen, especially with college coming up. So I decided to switch over to stock photos. Mainly, I would still go on photo shoots sometimes, and that made it go by way faster. At the beginning of the project, it would maybe take somewhere between 2 to 3 hours to create an edit. Right now, it takes me about 30 minutes to an hour to create an edit. So I've been able to really not only hone in my skills, but also become much more efficient with the way that I edit. A really common question that I've been getting on Instagram is how do I get rid of creative blocks? And that's basically where I just can't think of an edit, I can't think of ideas, I'm not thinking creatively. There isn't necessarily one specific way to get rid of them, but I have 3 main ways that have helped me overcome my creative blocks this year. Number 1, fuel your mind. In the past, a lot of my creative blocks were caused by a lack of motivation, and I felt like I just had to wait for that motivation to come, and that once the motivation got there, then that's when I'm supposed to be creating. But that's just simply not true. These edits aren't just something that I want to do, it's something that has to get done. If you're an athlete, you should be surrounding yourself with athletic content, athletes, and all that kind of thing. If you're a videographer, you should be surrounding yourself with videographers, watching movies, looking at videos, just like that. You should be always surrounding yourself, fueling your mind, and constantly giving your mind like options, ideas, and just inspiration. So even now, like I unconsciously and consciously like look around in the world, and I am so used to creating that I will think of edits or just creative things like in my mind as I'm just going about my day, because I've trained my brain to just get used to that, to be creating every single day and get used to the idea of thinking uniquely and thinking creatively. So fuel your mind. Number 2, connect the edit to you. A lot of the edits that I would make would come from my daily inspirations, like things I would see throughout the day, music I would listen to, ways I was feeling, ways my friends were feeling, and just connecting it to like my life. Because it's not selfish to make art about you. That's what makes it unique. That's what makes you unique from other people. You can do things from your perspective, your point of view, your life that other people can't do because they aren't you. Because in a creative community, the point is to make it your own, be different, be unique, and do what you want to do, because there are no rules. Look at other people's work. In the beginning, I would scroll through the Photoshop hashtag or just cool edits on Instagram, and I would just bookmark them and come back to them later, and just use inspiration from other people that are better than me and what they've already done. And just doing that isn't copying, but it just really helps you get into the mindset of how to think, what to look for, and then just cool ideas that can help inspire you to make other things. But with Project 365, I would post my edit every single day on TikTok and Instagram. So even if I wasn't the biggest fan of the project or the image, it doesn't matter because I still had to post it every day. It not only helped me see my progress from the beginning, but it also helped me get rid of my photography ego or my Photoshop ego and be able to put that all aside online and be able to post actual content of where I'm at instead of where I'm hoping to be. And I had to be okay with that. So me posting these images that I necessarily wasn't super proud of really helped me get past all of that and grow a lot faster. Because you're not just wanting to get the approval of other people, you're just going to improve for yourself and not necessarily just for other people. You're just there to document your journey. Another question that I get asked a lot is, how did you not run out of motivation? And the simple answer is, I did. I ran out of motivation all the time. All the time, I would just not want to get up, I would not want to stay up late and make the edit. But after creating for so long, I got the sense of discipline for editing photos that will replace motivation when it's not there. And it'll make you be able to do things when you don't want to do them. So just getting in the mindset of doing something every day, or just like consistently doing something and getting in the habit of doing it and making sure that you have to do something will make it so much easier to not lose motivation And if you do lose motivation, you'll get a new sense of discipline that'll help you continue to create. So if you guys follow me on TikTok, you'll know I haven't posted in such a long time. I don't post on TikTok anymore. I ended up actually deleting the app. It was just creating too much distraction and I was just losing motivation by watching it. So I made the decision while I was on a vacation to just delete the app, and I haven't gone back since. So my promise was originally that I would make an edit on TikTok every day and show behind the scenes, but I just wasn't able to do it. And it was honestly it was not helping me get to where I wanted to go. So I just figured it would be better just to delete it. So that's what I did. So for me, it was TikTok, but for you, what distraction is holding you back from really doing what you want to do? And you should consider replacing it where you can do something better with your time. I think a lot of us undervalue and underestimate our own potential. And we need to get out of that mindset and start being a lot more confident and taking a lot more risks and just doing a lot more things that you don't think you can do, because you have no idea what you're actually capable of until you do it. For me, I had no idea, or not even a thought, that I would be able to finish this project when I started. I did not even consider that. But I just started, and starting is the hardest part. Once you start, it is just a compounding effect and it'll just keep rolling. So just get started on something that you're interested in, especially in 2022. Set a new goal that is higher than what you think you can do. And then just strive harder. Because if you set high goals, you'll have high standards and then you'll achieve more. Don't give yourself a backup plan. Because if you guys give yourself a backup plan, all you're doing is you're preparing to fail. You say, what if I fail? Then this is gonna happen. Just don't make failing an option. At all costs, just don't make failing an option. Make it a reasonable goal that you think you can maybe hit, something that's a little over the top, but it has to be something that is still achievable. For me, my no out, not giving myself a second option, was posting it on Instagram. For me, everybody would know if I failed a day. And for me, I couldn't do that. It's like, I wouldn't want my friends, my family, and now I wouldn't want to disappoint them at that point. So now I had to create, not just for myself, but I was also creating for everybody that was watching. And that was a good motivation for me. So don't give yourself an out. And one of the most important things that I learned is no one else is going to be there to motivate you. You might have friends and family. They're going to be there to help push you, help support you, but in the end, every day, you are the only one that's going to be able to motivate yourself. Everyone else has their own lives to worry about, and not everyone can always just be babying you and trying to help you reach your goals. At some point, you just have to grow up and be able to take responsibility for your own life and get stuff done.